Greetings! I am Justin Park, a 10th grader at St. Paul Preparatory Seoul in Seoul, South Korea, and my blue ocean idea is modular smartphones.
In the 21st century, it is impossible to live without a smartphone. As of 2023, 6.92 billion people, approximately 86.4% of the population, own a smartphone. This has allowed the smartphone industry to reach $457 billion, as well as produce the largest company in the world today. However, massive productions of smartphones have plagued the Earth. 85 to 95% of emissions a smartphone produces in its lifetime occur during manufacturing. This calculates to 117 million tons of CO2 emissions just in manufacturing. Physical e-waste also becomes a concern, considering only 17 of the 53 million tons of thrown away electronics were recycled, 10% of which were from smartphones. What's worse is that smartphone companies are not helping. Big tech companies release multiple smartphone models every year to show off their technology and convince customers to have the latest and greatest. But is there really a need for this, especially with the amount of CO2 and waste they create? Smartphones are one of our daily life items with the shortest lifespan, surpassing cars, laptops, and even PCs. We now change our smartphones every 2 years. The solution to the smartphone problem is keeping a smartphone for as long as possible, which will not only save costs for the customer, but also bring a greener change to the tech industry. My blue ocean idea is to create a modular smartphone made with recycled materials. This will not only promote environmental friendliness and longevity of smartphones, but also fulfill the customer's wishes of customization and make self-repair more accessible. There are currently 3 manufacturers that target the premium smartphone market: Apple, Samsung, and Google. The company's iPhones, Galaxies, and Pixels are the leading flagships of the industry, attracting users who want the latest and greatest tech, pretty designs, or simply look for brand names and aren't afraid to spend big bucks for their needs. A common trend for all 3 companies' products, as seen in the graph, is their high standards for software and hardware, but low offering for repair-friendly products, the most notorious being Apple, who is currently in court for the user's right to repair. As mentioned before, all these companies release new versions of flagships every year like clockwork, even if it means only a slight improvement. Currently, the red ocean companies are targeting mainly 3 groups of people: the regular buyer who just buys whatever their retailer recommends them, the power users who require the latest and greatest that the small incremental updates provide each year, and the brand snobs who show off their social status with their phones. As mentioned before, an overwhelming majority of people have and require smartphones. There is infinite potential for the premium smartphone market to expand. The first tier of non-customers include the mid-range buyers, those who think premium smartphones are overpriced and are content with their less powerful devices. The second tier is made up of the fashion-centered folk. To them, customizing their devices to be fashionable or unique is a key factor in making a purchase. The final tier is the non-tech savvy, normally the elderly or the very young. They don't require anything but a phone that works consistently for a long time. I will eliminate the practice of creating new designs every year and adding non-replaceable parts to products to reduce costs and improve repairability. Thanks to these eliminations and reductions, the longevity and environmental friendliness of a smartphone will be greatly raised well above the industry standards. Customization and longevity are the new key factors that will convince the second and third tier of non-customers to buy into my idea. My idea will work like this. When first choosing a smartphone, the user will be able to pick and choose components to match their needs. If the user wants a replacement or upgrade part, they can simply go to the website and purchase the parts as they need, along with instructions. My idea will succeed because of timing. People are more interested in customization and longevity than ever, as seen in the success of Caseify, Framework, and the Right to Repair movement. Environmental issues are emphasized more than ever with the growing concern of ESG, and big tech is being blamed. Smartphones have nearly reached their peak of technological innovations, with each year of releases being more similar than ever to the last. It is time for the market to try a different angle other than better technology.